Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
Now, figures 4 and 5. These are swap-out figures, I guess, with the most generic name ever. I feel really bad for the copywriters. Like, you're going to take Doctor Strange and Vision, two characters with nothing in common, other than Vision married a witch and Doctor Strange uses magic. I mean, that's the closest relation you have here. And you have to give them a name and a one-sentence cell line on the back. And so these are packaged as Marvel Heroes. With the line, whether by spell-casting sorcery or spectral manipulation, these heroes wield immense power. What?
Wow. Give those guys an extra half hour for lunch because given what they had to do.
I can't decide if they knocked it out of the park or just phoned it in. I really don't know here. I don't know a whole lot about printing, but I can't imagine that they saved so much by keeping that card back the same.
Unless it's the exact same box for both of them, they're not saving anything.
It is the exact same box for both.
Okay, so yeah, then they can double up their order for that box.
And they've halved their printing costs.
Yep.
But wouldn't it make more sense to have, like, Armored Avengers and have Iron Man and War Machine share a box than Doctor Strange and Vision?
Well, don't start bringing logic into this because that went out the window a long time ago on these packaging.
But figure 4 is Doctor Strange, a figure we've kind of reviewed because this is the same sculpt we did in translucent form as part of the Eye of Vishanti box set.
Yeah, we just get some paint on him now. Ooh, mine seems to have ratcheted joints in his shoulders.
Yeah, mine do too.
That's kind of strange.
We've noticed that on a couple of these. I think we even noticed it on this one with the Vishanti set. We wondered if the regular one would have that or if it was a translucent thing.
Are these Scarlet Witch's little things?
Yes, that is Scarlet Witch's magic hex bolts, painted in a green now to go with Doctor Strange.
They're lime green.
Yeah, not painted, cast in that plastic, but yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of Margaritaville color.
And that's the most color this figure brings. I mean, the rest of him is a black with some maroon, almost darker, dirtier than maroon, almost a little bit of a brownish maroon painted throughout.
You know, when I was a real young kid and buying underoos, I bought the Doctor Strange underoos because it was so colorful and so out there and outlandish. I just love the outfit. So to see him, and I know, again, they're hindered by the comic incarnation, but to go so blasé in the outfit, just kind of like he's no longer so ostentatious. I can only hope that next year when the movie comes out, or I guess late this year when the movie comes out and we get a Doctor Strange wave, we get a nice pimpin' blue.
Yeah, I mean, I equate him to being basically ostentatiously weird. And this is just like he's into swashbuckling or something with this outfit.
I mean, I understand they're trying to modernize it and not make it so weird, but we've seen Benedict Cumberbatch in the full get-up now on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. He looks good in it. So this, I mean, I understand they made it in Toy Biz. I just don't have that Doctor Strange yet. So this one, it's kind of cool. I wish they'd brought more swap-out hands so that I didn't just have the Kiss Rock concert hands.
You know, I think the mold and the sculpt here can be repainted into his more classic red and gold and blue colors. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a repaint of this exact mold coming up in the future.
But all in all, a decent enough figure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we already kind of went over the nitty gritty of it with the translucent version, so there's not a whole lot to say about him outside of the paint job is okay. You know, I could see them putting a little bit more effort into the gray temples, but it's okay. It works.
I like him better painted than translucent.
Sure.
And he comes with another giant leg. And then the swap out figure, or figure 5 on the back, we get Vision, a nice comic-based Vision with a pretty cool metallic green, if inconsistent green, paint.
Ooh, it is all over the map.
Yeah, it's like a darker base green in which he was cast in, and then his highlight color is a brighter metallic green.
It's almost like they did a wash on part of it, and then we're like, yeah, we'll just leave it. It looks good.
Now, this is a figure that, for all intents and purposes, we've already reviewed as well, because he came as the phasing Vision in that 3-pack from Target that we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, that's the same mold as this, isn't it?
Yep.
I really do like the green they used here, though. I mean, Vision, kind of like Blizzard before we talked about, he could be a very blah character, you know? There's not a whole lot of sculpting you do to his outfit. You gotta put a cape on, and I found it weird they packed his cape upside down with him.
Yeah, it made for a weird presentation in the packaging.
Not just backwards, but actually with the bottom of the cape up around the head. It was like, okay.
I don't care for the cape. I don't like the molded capes because they're not always done well. They seem to work well on Thor, and he's about the only one. This just, it's kind of weird because it's got like a space for his butt to stick out, and you're just kind of stuck, and it is too close to the bottom. So getting him to stand up is going to be tricky because of that, although you could use it as to help stand him up.
I often use plastic capes as a tripod.
Yeah, it's a nice kickstand.
But I just don't like them. I don't think they look as good.
I prefer them to soft good capes, hands down. It's just a matter of how they're sculpted. And this one, it was a little tricky to get around the neck without wanting to bend it too far. But I think it looks pretty good on him, even if it is a little slim at the waist for him.
Now, while I would have preferred a movie version of Vision,
I think we all would have.
this isn't a bad version of him to put out, because longtime collectors already have the classic version of Vision 3 or 4 times over. They've done him from the Toy Biz days. Hasbro has done him a few times. So this is yet another version of this character to add to the collection, which is great. But having said that, I would have much preferred getting movie.
And there's no sign, although we'll maybe find out in Toy Fair in a couple of weeks, but there's no sign of one coming for the Winter Soldier either.
Yeah, not yet. Now, there is one slight difference between the translucent Vision and this one, and it's his left hand. On the translucent version, he just had 2 fists. And here we get a nice open, almost gesturing palm.
No, still a good figure, and I think Vision has a lot of heat on him ever since Age of Ultron, and this one I have not had too much luck finding in stores, whereas Blizzard, I trip upon him all the time.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.